Again, I came to share some lunch, share some well-being ideas centering lunch and how we cook for ourselves. So, for those of you who have been following me, y'all know I really enjoy gardening. I enjoy creating healthy meals, all things well-being, whether that's economic stability, education, healthcare, neighborhoods and built environments, how we take care of ourselves, our face, our home, what we put in our bodies, our physical man, psychological man, our financial well being, our spiritual well being, all the things that are necessary in order for us to be well. Please excuse this spot. It's water. I was washing the dishes. So there's going to be some water. So I'm about to prepare a meal, and I thought, hey, why not let my community into what I'm doing, right? So thank you all for being here. Please leave your comments in the chat. I want to be able to talk with you, chime up with you, build community with you, and just really begin to look at how we're living, how we are as human beings showing up for ourselves in terms of our own well-being. So I'm about to make some good old lunch because I'm super hungry, right? And I'll be making some super dope food too. So just to fuel my body. So what I'm making today is a mixture of some kale and garbanzo beans because I am trying to eat a little healthier. I really love to eat healthy food. Sometimes I get through off track. We all do, right? But for the most part, I want to live longer. I want to live longer, and I know that living longer requires me to give my body some better food to do good by it, right? And so I am just going to show you a quick meal that I'm making just for lunch because I am super hungry. I've had meeting after meeting after meeting, and I just want to get some of this good food in my body. So thank you all who are new here to my channel. Touch one life, touch millions. That's my tag. I'm all things. If I could just touch one life, I'm a fisherman. God, He chooses us to go out one by one, two by two, and whatever, and do the will, right? And my goal is to, whether it's one man today who touches the life of a million tomorrow, the mission will be complete. And so I'm really excited about that. And so I'm going to turn the camera over so you can actually see what I'm cooking here. I'm using a little bit of grapeseed oil to cook, and I have prepared some fresh kale. So I'm going to start with actually the kale cooks faster, so I'm going to start with, turn that down a little bit, grab some shield, grab this shield to cut that off. I'm actually going to start with these vegetables because the vegetables are going to take a little longer to cook. The kale will cook down really fast. So I'm putting in here some good old onions and I'm gonna go ahead because I got some garbanzo beans. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in there because I want them to get that good seasoning. I'm gonna dump in here some. I love garlic, so you get to put whatever you want. Like Tabitha said, that's your business, right? And let that cook up. So that it gets the good flavor. Gets those good flavors and start to saute that down before I put the green, before I put the kale in. Because the kale's going to cook down really, really fast. Oh my goodness, I smell like a peanutty smell. And, or I think it's a suey. I'm going to put some liquid aminos in there as well. Let me grab that. So instead of using soy sauce, I use liquid aminos. It's kind of like soy sauce, but it's a healthier version. And so I'm going to put a couple splashes of that in there. You can't put too much. And I'm going to add some broth. Let that cook down. This is one of those quick 10-minute meals, maybe if that 10 minutes to a healthier lunch. I don't want anything that's gonna take too long, because most of the time I'm super hungry. So we're gonna let that cook down, right? Real good. That vegetable broth is gonna give it some good flavor. I got some minced garlic in there, but I'm also gonna go ahead and put me some pepper in there. Yep, like that. Get that moving around like that right there. Yes, come through. I got some onions, some green, some red, some yellow, and some orange peppers. It's cooking down real nicely. Real nicely. And now I'm going to turn that down a bit and go ahead and add my kale in there. And I'm going to just go ahead and put my top on for a second so I can get it to steam a little bit. And that's really all I'm going to add to it, because I don't want a whole lot of additives. The point is to eat healthier, not to have a whole lot of additives. The point is to eat healthier and not have a lot of additives, because those additives is where we go wrong, everyone. So keep your space clean while you're cooking. Get my plate up here. Prepare for my meal. And I got a little Tabitha. I got a little sunshine right here in my arsenal. So I'm going to add that. Go ahead and get a little bit of that going on my greens. Yes, sir. Woo. Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and stir it up a little bit. Get them combined. Get those seasonings, all the seasonings going. You don't want it to cook down so that you no longer have any, you have mush. You don't want mush. You want to make it so that you have nice firm vegetables. You don't want to cook all the nutrients out of it. So, and one thing about kale, the vegetables, when you put green vegetables into a pan, they will cook down really quickly. So I don't want them to cook down. So really, I love this man. Woo, come through. Some good old garbanzo beans. Chickpeas, otherwise known as chickpeas, y'all. I'm going to add a little bit more liquid broth. Yeah. So it's not that hard to eat healthy. And it's okay to splurge when you want to splurge. But make sure you get your greens and your water. Make sure that you are drinking that water, people. That's it. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? Thank you all for joining. me right here with eating for well-being.